Hey everyone, this is a brief demonstration of how I'm using Google Gemini 2.5 Pro AI model to efficiently and effectively analyze and translate a vast amount of genealogical documents that are written in a foreign language, as well as written in cursive, which additionally brings its own challenges that historically I've witnessed AI struggle with, but for this model, which is Google's most recently released model, I have been very pleasantly surprised by the results, hence why I felt compelled to share. So, for starters, here is Google AI Studio. I've selected the 2.5 Pro model, temperature set to 1. I'm going to ground this with Google search, and I usually turn the safety settings off, but I haven't tried it with this data set between off and on and see if there's any variance in results. I doubt it would matter that much given the data that's being interpreted. But I can't say for certain. The data that I'm using is obtained from, or was obtained from, Romania's National Archive, from the records of the village that my grandmother's family was from, which was Unia, Romania. And back when these records were created, that area, along with the rest of Transylvania, was under Hungarian control. So the documents themselves were actually written in Hungarian. As you'll see here, this is the source document. Years 1895, 1901. These are birth records. So, the next challenge was that the document, when combined, there's 4 separate PDFs that were available. I originally combined them all, only to find that due to the file size and token limitations of the AI, it was too large. So I ended up using a Python script that parsed basically the file into 30-page increments, and I then uploaded those 30-page increments into my Google Drive folder here. So page 1 through 30, 31 through 60, and so on. There's pages all the way to 521. This is just one of the 4 that, when combined, make up the 541 pages. Due to how long it would take for it to process 521 pages of records, I'm going to keep it to just about 60 pages for this demo, just so you get an idea. But I'll go ahead and go to my drive here, and I'll select the birth records, 30-page increments, and I'll just go with the first, with the first 90. How's that? First 90 pages. Next, I need to create the prompt, so I'll just tell it to please analyze the attached records and translate them to English. When doing so, provide the results in a consistently structured format. Additionally, provide, because I know how it will interpret some of the words, because I've already done this before, it seems to like to use the letter T instead of J or I. So I'm going to go ahead and just correct it in this prompt, as opposed to having to reprompt it for those you interpret as fan they should trying to think if there's any other corrections that I need to make here. Lastly, after providing the results, then provide them in GEDCOM format and make all of the parents be children of male and female, so that I can more easily view them in a family tree, even though they don't all share the same parents. Just for viewing purposes, I guess, of data visualization purposes. I'll go ahead and have it run. It'll take a few seconds here for it to go. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and open Family Echo. I made a get temporary account here, and I'll prepare it for uploading the actual GEDCOM file. Okay, now we can see it thinking. Understanding the goal. User wants English translations of Hungarian and Romanian birth records from 1895 to 1896. That must be the year range of those first 90 pages. Input consists of, we'll see their text. Process each record individually. Identifying of key fields. Reading glossary of common terms. Applying corrections and standardizing the output. And then, of course, the GEDCOM and creation of family records. And what it's calling here a super family. Here's some of the output that it's beginning to produce. I don't know what happened to the first 13 records here that it just seemed to skip over. I scroll past them. And maybe just does the actual first record say 14? No, it says 1895. Huh. Okay, I'm not sure about that. As you can see, it's going through all these records. Just keep scrolling down. Now it's looking at producing the GEDCOM output. It's going to be a long file. I'll just go ahead and download it. And I'll hit import here, choose the file. Import. Now let me select the force being select who I am. I'll just say email so that way I can see all the children. So Christian didn't show. I need to change the options. Ah, well, it didn't correctly make them all the children. The GEDCOM output should have made all parents the children of Genealogical and email. When I upload the GEDCOM, it displays no children photos. A slight mistake here. Let's see if I can correct it on the second shot. Sometimes this is required, not always correct. So it recognizes the mistake. Included the tag for the hypothetical parents themselves, but it failed to add it to each of the actual parents listed in the records as requested. Okay. Talk's working on fixing it. Eventually. Okay, let's try this again. So I need to delete this. Import. Now if I select. Okay, now it's showing it. Okay, great. And there we have it. Is it perfect by any means? No, but it does provide a great starting point. And I found it to be very useful. For example, let's see, where is it at? Once I find it. There's a lot of records here. Well, I'll just go ahead and show the ones that I've manually added. It found records that I had been looking for probably years. And yeah, for that I'm very grateful. Yeah, this is again very brief demo. Wanted to show the results because again, this I've been trying to use AI in the past for reading some of these documents, similar or nearly same documents, and have had very iffy results. These are by far the best that I've seen to date. Um, so yeah, very grateful for this being made available, and hopefully this may help someone else in the future. Thanks.